Aho, kitipilo hele, yesipi yayani, lasawanwa.
Hello, and welcome to Among the Shawnee, a podcast for absentee Shawnee tribal members. I'm your host, Mindy Longhorn, Media Director for the Absentee Shawnee Tribe. Hello, everyone. Today we have some fun and exciting events that we're going to talk about, and here to talk about these events are some of the 477's staff. Executive Director Briana Ponkilla is here.
Hello.
Outreach Coordinator Melinda Ferrell.
Hi, Mindy.
And Outreach Specialist Keli Mitchell.
Hello.
Hello. Always get your name wrong. So, welcome back, two of you.
Yes.
You've been here before. Briana, we did a 477 podcast. We did Medicare.
Yes, we did.
We're not talking Medicare today.
No, we're not talking Medicare today.
We are talking some events that you guys have coming up.
An exciting event.
Yes. The first one is the Education Fair.
Yes. So we are on September 10th. We will be at the Expo Center here in Shawnee. And so we've got right now 23 schools, which we're going to see universities, colleges, military recruiters. We do trying to get some vocational schools to come in. So we're opening it up to the public, so this way people can get their education needs, as well as high school students that really are trying to further their education. And so that's one big thing. So we're looking forward to that.
So if they don't know where they want to go, they're kind of unsure, these colleges.
Yes.
So what kind of schools will be here?
So we got word, which we're very excited to welcome, the University of Vanderbilt's going to be there. We have
Wow.
the University of Oklahoma.
Of course.
Oklahoma State's supposed to be there. We will have...
Some of the local colleges,
yes, the local
too.
colleges, junior colleges. We have Seminole State as well as Redland College. Cameron's planning to be there, so we're really looking forward to that.
So someone could definitely, learn all about the schools, the programs that they offer. What about, did we say vocational schools?
We did say vocational schools. Right now we're still waiting on word from a couple of them, but I'm hoping that we'll get Metro Tech and so forth. One big
Gordon
thing
Cooper?
that haven't heard anything from Gordon Cooper yet, but one big thing we're excited about is that we will have a lady there that will be talking about the Oklahoma Promise as well as FAFSA and COBOL scholarships. So we're going to be there to help everybody, whether it's a scholarship, to learn a little bit about it and so forth. Like we were talking about with the Oklahoma Promise, it's a really neat program. It's a scholarship here based in Oklahoma that helps with tuition assistance. So you, as long as you're not making over $60,000, that you can actually qualify. So
Anyone could get that.
Yes.
That's not something just for natives
and,
or anything.
Yes.
AST, that's anyone.
And so that's at grades. It's actually, they start at 8th grade. It's 8th grade to junior year, so you can apply. And so if you got questions, we have people that's going to be there to be able to answer those things.
Well, it's never too early to start.
Yes.
I mean, we all know how expensive education is. Well,
Big
everything's
time.
expensive.
And we know a lot of schools have gone up in their tuition.
Right. So you're definitely going to want some financial aid. Okay, what about a trucking school, I think?
Yes,
If
we got
someone wanted
a Superior
CDL?
Trucking. So if anybody's wants to get their CDL, they'll be able to ask questions there. Military recruiters are going to be there. So we have all the branches that are going to be there. So if you've got questions or if you're thinking about joining, this way that will give you a chance to ask questions and just be really interactive within our groups.
So this is for not just high school kids,
No.
too, like anyone, really.
Yes, we want high school adults that want to further their education, just to better themselves, and just even if you have questions, just parents, we want them to be able to reach out. If they want to know more about the schools, we want them to be able to talk to them and just interact.
Well,
That's our
especially
biggest
financial
thing.
aid.
Yes, big time.
Don't wait till the last
Or
minute.
scholarships.
Right.
A lot of schools have different scholarships that they offer. So, get out there and find out
too
what
early.
it is. Yes.
No, and that's something that you said open to anyone. You don't have to be 477 participant.
It is open to
or
the
native
public.
or AST. Anyone can show up.
Anybody can show up.
Okay, so that is September 10th.
Yes.
What time?
From 10 to 3.
At the Expo Center.
At the Expo Center.
And this is your first ever, right?
Yes, this is our very first
Ooh,
ever.
okay, this
so
is
we're
exciting.
excited.
This is
We're
great.
ready for something different, and so we're really hoping to have a really great turnout.
Hopefully, lots of people will attend,
Yes.
and especially go for the scholarships and the financial aid.
Yeah.
For sure. There's another event coming up in September.
Yes, we've got some big events coming up.
I know, this is a busy month.
So September 17th, we will actually be at the Well
In Norman.
Yes, it's on James Gardner Avenue. We will be actually having a career and resource fair. So at that time, we want to get people that are looking for, that have barriers, that we can possibly help them become self-sufficient, and we'll have resources out there. There's going to be job opportunities. So bring the resumes, be prepared possibly to have an interview at that time. So there will be open interviews for some of those positions, but with the resources, there's going to be different forms of resources, maybe GED, there could be parenting, we have the BA that's supposed to be with us. So all different kind of questions. So, that's one thing we're trying to figure out, to just help anybody out what we can. If they've got questions, resources, looking for a different job, that's what we're trying to do.
So this is also open to anyone.
It is open to everybody.
Not just AST, not 477. This is anyone can come to this event.
Yes. There'll be different vendors there, so it won't be just like our program. So we'll
So what kind of
to
vendors?
different businesses that will be there that are looking to hire people, and then that have different resources in that area. So we have different vendors. Melinda has opened up vendors. Taking applications for different vendors to be there. So Melinda, tell them a little bit about some of the vendors.
So some of the vendors right now, we have the state of Oklahoma is planning to be there. We have the University of Oklahoma that's going to be there. We have SSM that's planning to, because they're hiring different forms of schools. I'm going to say Norman Public Schools we've reached out to. They plan to be there.
We have the City of Norman.
The City of Norman,
okay.
yes.
Well, right there in Norman. So,
Yes.
so if you wanted to apply for a job or inquire about something,
Yes.
Employment opportunities with them, they could tell you.
Yep.
And you could apply. So definitely dress to impress.
Yes.
Don't wear a hoodie or
Right.
sweatpants.
Or if you just want to just kind of, span your horizons there. This way, that gives an opportunity for you to talk to different career choices, as well as look for different resources. Because, there's always something out there, and maybe
That's
something
true.
you didn't know about.
Right. Or if you were thinking, maybe I wanted to transfer to some other company, this would be a good time to
Yes.
talk to them about benefits and things like that, the jobs that they offer,
Yes.
probably. Well, that's exciting, too. And what time is that event?
That is from 10 to 2.
And that's in Norman at
Yeah.
the Well.
And then if we have participants or tribal members who need resumes or things like that, they can contact the 477 office we can assist them with, creating a resume or reviewing their resume to see if maybe there's something that we can look at to help them have better job opportunities and things like that. So, we encourage everybody to reach out to us if they are looking for a change in employment or, have trouble getting hired, then 477 can help them, with those opportunities.
That's what you're here for, right?
That is correct.
And I know back in April, I think you had your first job fair.
Yes, we did.
You did. And that was pretty successful,
Yep.
right? That was the first event that you
Yes.
had. I think you had, 10?
We had 10 vendors at that time, and 40 people applied. And my understanding is that we had all 40 of them got interviews. Now, whether they've got hired on, we don't know. But, at least we were able to help assist in some way.
Right. So that's great for the first
Yes.
event that you had. So that's pretty good. So hopefully these two will be successful too. And everybody will get hired on the spot, right?
That's our
everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be nice. After this event, anything else coming up?
So we do have a couple things. I mean, we got collaborations that we're going to be doing. We're going to be working with Work Ready, doing a big collaboration actually on August 8th, this coming Friday. So we're going to work with them a little bit so we can find out more information, as well as helping what we can do to help people in the community. So say with jobs and more resources on that. So we have that coming up. We've been doing a lot of back to school events to let a lot of the schools know what we have to offer for our youth, things like driver's ed and some things like that. We are doing another collaboration with Gordon Cooper ourselves on August 20th with their welcome week, so we can let the students know what we have available. And if they've got questions, we're there for them. The other thing we got is, besides September 26th, we're going to be working with the Kickapoos and doing a collaboration with them at their health fair. So we're getting the word out, as well as October 3rd with our own AST health fair.
I was going to say, we have a health fair coming up
Yes.
here too. So you'll be there.
Yes.
So you guys are busy.
We're very
You're
busy.
very busy.
Yes.
But we like to get it out there. That's what our plan was, as when Briana brought us on for outreach. That was the plan, to get it out there, get the word, and
Get everyone
get our name
signed
out
up
there.
and-
Yeah.
And help everyone. I mean,
Yes.
that's your mission statement,
Yes.
right? Basically. So,
Yes.
Well, if someone, I know we've had 477 here at the Tribe for a few years now, right?
Yes, we've had it. We're going on our third year.
We're closing out our third year.
So if someone doesn't know, or maybe they've not quite sure, what can you help with? Like, what is I feel like that a lot of people are like, what is 477? But if you go to the events, you'll learn. But if someone's not sure, like what can you help
477, we can help with employment, education, and training, as well as supportive services to help participants overcome any barriers they have and to reach any goals that they have. So what we do is when you go through the application process, we do an ISP with your caseworker, case manager, and then they usually help you figure out kind of what your goals are, what you're looking towards, and to helping participants become self-sufficient. So we want to help reduce the reliance in social services assistance. So helping participants, be able to have jobs that are sustainable to meet all their goals or all their needs as far as helping their families and things like that. We help youth. So with youth, we are, I believe it's 3 to 24. So we help with any educational needs. We do kind of what JOM used to do. And then we also help with educational needs. So we help with extracurricular activities and then college age. And not everybody goes to college. So, helping those youth decide if they want to get a job or get a vocational training so that they can have something that helps them become self-sufficient. And then, as they go up until, so there's no age limit. So we help, elders as well. Anybody who is willing to work within our program and to participate and be active in what they're doing, we can assist them. So sometimes that may look like, truck driver school, or they may look like educational assistance, or just helping with jobs. So looking for a job in their current job if they have need tools or things like that. So anything that we
help
can
them.
assist them with that they don't have to pay out of pocket, and that money can help go towards their home, bills and things like that. So that's kind of what we're looking at working towards, helping them become self-sufficient in any way that's possible. And each case is individualized, so not everybody gets everything. So it just depends on what that participant's particular needs are and what we can do to help them. So, and if we don't have those resources available to them, we will find those resources outside of the tribe, or if it's a different department within the tribe or another tribe, we have no problems helping them. We don't want to keep it all to ourselves. We want to help that person become self-sufficient. Yes, and so whatever that resource is, if it's to the state, if it's to another 477 program, we have no trouble, problems working to meet that individual's needs.
To help them become more self-sufficient. I know you say that a lot, but and I know one of the things that you've said, and I know a lot of people, if you help them get jobs, and I know sometimes when you get a job, you need scrubs or steel-toe boots or tools, but you can help with that.
Yes.
Because I know a lot of people are like, I just got this job and I can't afford the expensive shoes I have to have. But you can help with things like that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So especially before they get their first paycheck, because new jobs do require a lot of different things. And sometimes the employer, has those expectations. We want them to be able to maintain that job. And sometimes they don't go for that job because they know those extra tools or extra supplies are needed that they may not be able to afford. So we can help them keep that job, and work towards their first paycheck. So that's always that's
the goal, right? Exactly. And we know everything is expensive.
Yes.
Now, there are a few, some eligibility requirements. I know you don't have to be AST, but you could be any native in the certain counties, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's the surrounding counties,
Cleveland,
right?
Oklahoma, McLean, Potawatomi counties.
And there are more requirements, but it's all on the website.
Yes.
But that's basically the counties. And you do things for, you said kids too, and then elders.
Yes.
So there's no age requirement.
Right.
So anyone might, be eligible.
Yes.
They
Anybody
might
willing to work or educational needs. We even do help with cultural activities. So we help with, we help self-employment people who want to do traditional activities. So we have a participant who makes cans. We have participants who makes
like beading,
skirts, beading
things like that.
and things like that. So we do help those. And
with
it's self-employment. It's not necessarily just traditional items. We do also have employers, self-employment participants who do have their own businesses, landscaping, things like that. So we definitely help with anything.
So if you had, if someone's watching, like a landscaping, what would you help with? Maybe like business cards or something, or would you?
Yeah, so we would help with business cards.
Signs.
We would have, equipment. If they
Something
needed
like that.
minor equipment, nothing real expensive.
Okay.
I mean, we're not going to buy them a vehicle, but if they needed,
I want a car.
Who doesn't want a
car, right?
If they needed tools or things like that. If they needed maybe like a
new weed eater.
Yeah,
like if you
weed eater, yes.
But not, there's requirement, like
Yes.
it's going to cap.
There's limits, yes, we
Because
do
I know
have
some of those
limits.
lawnmowers are thousands, as much as a car.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. But if it was something like that.
Maybe like a little push mower, maybe, yeah. But nothing, not
Nothing
a super
extravagant.
riding lawnmower. No,
Okay.
we're probably not going to do that. But yeah, there are
Probably
limits on the amounts that
Everything,
we can spend.
right.
Yes, and that's each year, each ISP, they do have those limits. And so we do make sure that they're aware of that so that they can use those funds to, the most efficient way possible.
Okay. Something else I wanted to ask you guys, because I know it's on one of your, the guidelines, it says that you help underemployed. And I know everything is going up. Everything is super expensive. So who defines underemployed? Like we could all say I'm underemployed. No one makes enough money. So what does that look like? If someone's got a good job, maybe they're just not quite, they have enough money stretched.
Right. So underemployed would definitely be, somebody who has the potential to have a higher level of position. So it could be somebody who maybe has a degree and the only job they were able to find was at McDonald's. So we would help them try to find a job that is more in line with their degree.
In their field.
Yes. Or even if they wanted to, say somebody did work at McDonald's, but they wanted to get, stay within the food industry, and maybe they wanted to get classes to become certified or become, a higher level chef or whatever. So we would do trainings and things like that to help them if they needed manager classes to become a manager at McDonald's. We would help them, get those promotions, whatever that looks like, and any of those trainings or certifications or whatever that looks like. So it doesn't necessarily mean you go from one job to another. You can stay within the same field. It just, maybe a little bit higher level than what you're at if you're willing to, make that,
work. Put in the effort.
Yeah.
So what if you have a job and you wanted a second job, like a part-time, like a weekend, or you wanted Christmas money? Is that something do you guys do that too?
We could help with the part-time, but we would mainly focus on the primary job. So whatever that looks like as far as a part-time job, we could, if we have a job postings or, job listings, then we can always have those available. And then anybody's welcome to that, the job postings that we have. But we don't actively work towards that because that would be, unless that's in your ISP. Of course, if your ISP is saying, my first job is not cutting it, I need
two jobs, right? Well, some people have to have two jobs to make ends meet.
Right. Then we would definitely work towards
finding you a
meeting that
second
goal.
job.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So there's a lot that you help with. Anything else that we didn't cover today? Anything coming up? I feel like we hit on a lot of stuff.
I do want to mention with the school supply distribution and JOM that it is kind of within this area. It's kind of hard with school supplies and things like that in the JOM kind of workaround because we can't duplicate services, and that some other tribes within our area have agreements with other schools, so we have to work with whatever school district that other tribes have, so we can't always work with every school district. So I just wanted the public to be aware that sometimes we can help people, but there are limits to what we can do, and we always try to make everybody aware of that. So like I said, every case is different, every person's different, so each school district we have to approach differently, and so we can't always help with every school district. Currently, I know the schools that we do actively work with are Little Axe and Tecumseh, but Shawnee Public Schools is a Sac and Fox tribal JOM program school. So they are the primary for that. So we wouldn't be able to assist unless it's outside of what they can do, so we cannot duplicate
services.
Yes.
Okay, and you
So-
probably get that question a lot.
Right. So I
You
just wanted to
probably-
make that aware for tribal members and the public to be aware. There are some limits that we have, and so just contact us if you have questions, and then we can give you those answers and help clarify things. So.
Okay. Well, if anyone needs more information, application, if you want to look at the guidelines, all of that is on the website, astribe.com. Look under Services 477.
Yes.
You can email any of them.
Yes.
The email is 477program@astribe.com.
Right.
Your phone number is pretty easy, 405-878-4545. And I'm excited about your events coming up, and I hope you have a great turnout, and you guys can come back anytime. We'll have more events,
Yes.
maybe some more fun.
Yes.
More fun.
Well, thank you guys for being here today, and come back anytime.
Thank you.
on the show.
Thank you
We're
so
excited to
much.
be here. Thank you for having us.
And you guys are doing great with your outreach, so
Thank you.
good luck on your
We're always
events.
happy to talk about our program. So
Yes,
this
anytime
is great.
you need us, let us know.
All right. Come back anytime.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. I'm Mindy Longhorn. We hope you join us next time as we talk among the Shawnee.
Yahweh, Yesi Hakueta Wiani, Salanoki Kenolepwa.